Here, people, it's not going to be happy. It's going to be the same thing. But I just saw the lamest, stupidest, asinine show that I've ever seen in my life. And believe me, I've seen a million of them. Because FBS, better known as a sack hole, can never put a good show on. He had this huge title, Watch Out, Pull Stick. This is it. There was not one thing on that show that I didn't already know. Nothing. Nothing at all. I had seen every bit of it. So, just what do you have on Pull Stick that we all don't already know? Huh, sack whore? Every single clip, every single video was something that I had already seen personally. I already knew the fucking raccoon was a cop caller. I already knew all about the mom passes. Hi, Deadly. Happy New Year. I had seen every single thing on that fucking show that was supposed to be earth shattering. Pull stick. Guess what? You're safe to come back because everybody already knew you were a cop caller and so was your raccoon. There was nothing new on your show. The only thing I noticed is you weren't swearing on Bibles every minute and swearing to God. You were just being your lying, begging self. But there is one thing I have with you, buddy. You were playing a recorded phone call, a pull stick, threatening to show your wife's job and your wife's motherfucker. You did that to me not a month ago. Not 1 month ago, you showed my house. You looked up on Zillow. You thought you knew how much I paid for it. So you're not a bit better than the pool stick. Not one bit better. And unless you can come up with some earth-shattering something new that we already didn't know, you're washed up. The funniest and best part of your whole show was playing pizza. And Poostic thought he was talking to that Batters. That is the only part of your show that even made me laugh. And I saw that live because I watch pizza. I don't go through your show. You're a joke. You don't know a damn thing different than you've ever known. And you're as bad as he is. You show houses. You showed my house. It doesn't embarrass me. I own this motherfucker. You were all wrong about the prices and stuff. Why don't you show my rent houses? You want me to take you a walk up the road and show you my rent houses? But on a happier note, I just wanted to make everybody realize that FBS has nothing. That show was a joke. That was like watching Poolstick talk about MRE 500 days a year like he does. FBS, sack whore, you're a fucking joke. That's all you'll ever be. You're not black. You're not an atheist, even though you didn't mention swearing on Bibles like you usually do. And I want to wish all my prisoners a happy new year. And I had a virtual with Toby today, and it was wonderful. And Sophie, Suboxone, Sophie, Suboxone, Sophie. Hi, Lisa Marie. I was just saying how I watched FBS's Sack Horse live. It was supposed to be a big revealing about Poolstick. I had heard every single clip, every single video that he played. I had already heard it. So he's not only a fake atheist, he's imbecilic. And the only funny thing he had on that whole show was pizza. The one laugh that anybody got was pizza, unless they're laughing at FBS being stupid. And Jules! I got a clip of you. You weren't mentioning me. None of you fucking bottom feeders are mentioning me, and that's well advised. You were saying, oh, when I got 40, I didn't care how I looked. What are you wearing a goddamn B Sesame Street costume for then if you don't care how you look? I'm 75, and I don't care how I look. And none of you motherfuckers are going to make it to 75, let alone look this good. None of you. And E11, I love chickens too. I love them. They support me when I eat them. They are so delicious. I had fried chicken today. Fake and gay. That's right. Fake and gay, Lisa. And America first. I'm going to go listen to Nick Fuentes. Presley drank water today, Lisa. Weren't you drinking water all day today? Yes, you were. That's why you probably don't feel good. You drank too much water. You don't listen to Suboxone. No, you don't. You don't listen to Suboxone and you drink water. FBS, you're a joke. You put a big title on your show. Big news about Pool Stick. I had heard every single damn thing you played. I got a picture of the raccoon that nobody has as a thumbnail on this channel that I got off Nick Romano's Zoom, where she put a restraining order on him and he was in a whole other state. He wasn't going to touch that damn raccoon. I don't even think he's a coon hunter. Actually, I don't. America first. Nick Fuentes. Wake up, people. Ciao. FBS, do better. You didn't have a thing. It was like watching Pool Stick play the endless MRE stuff over and over and over again. You're a joke. You've always been a joke. Your show was absolutely worthless. There was one funny thing in your show, and it was when Pizza answered the phone. And Pool Stick thought he was talking to Mickey Bats. That was the only funny part. Thank you for dropping that link, my lovely Lisa. Thank you. I just had to go live because I was afraid I'd forget it if I slept. Toby and me had a wonderful virtual today. I was kind of scared. I don't know if you've ever talked to prisoners, but I was afraid if I took the phone outside. MRE is the only man in here. You got that right, Lisa. You absolutely had that right. MRE is the only man in this mob tube genre. The only one. The rest of them are jokes. They might as well go be bottom feeders because they can't wait to get on a phone and call a cop. So anyway, Lisa, I love you. Thanks for coming in, Deadly. Because no matter what anybody says about you, you are the catfish king because you catfished old Chicago. And that was amazing. I'll never forget it. It was amazing. So, Happy New Year. Be safe. I'm going to lay in here with my dogs and watch some true crime. And maybe I will go watch. I like that. Have you watched that Jimmy Dore, Lisa? I like him too. He's putting out a lot of stuff about that Candace and all that stuff. So FBS, better luck next time. 0 to FBS. Nothing new there. Nothing new there, people. Same old shit. Same old shit. The only new stuff that's out is Suboxone. Sophie sucks on air conditioners and gets the Freon out of them. And she also thinks you ought to ration your dogs. All the other stuff I've heard a million times. A million. I love Jimmy Dore. I at least watched him 4 times today. At least 4 times. So anyway, Lisa, I love my American First. I'm never going to drink out of it, though. I've just got it set up like, hi, Maddie Marinero. Happy New Year. Lisa Marie and I were just saying that MRE is the only man in this community, straight up man, and that is the truth. He's the only one out of all of them. I don't know if you saw stupid FBS's thing where he was supposed to give this big reveal, but if you didn't see it, don't bother because every single thing on there we have all seen 100 times. So, Happy New Year. I'm going to go listen to Nick Fuentes or Tucker or Jimmy Dore, somebody, some conservative. You're welcome, Maddie. And I have another channel that's under Terry Wakely, too. Anyway, everybody have a Happy New Year. Ciao. Don't bother to watch FBS's show because we've all seen every single thing he played. Every single thing. Every single recording. Every phone call. We've already heard it. FBS is a loser. Wow. He shouldn't be making any money. Thank you for dropping those links, Lisa. If anybody really is interested in politics, there's some good channels to watch. Because street smart, he's not street smart. He's not even a drug dealer. I doubt if he's even a decent junkie. Bye, people. Ciao.